yeah. Vegas, baby. I'm so ready for Vegas, bro. We will talk about it. We will talk about it. But without further ado, I want to bring on my good friend. We've been friends for like a year, 2 years now, kind of going back and forth. And finally, he's such a busy man. Such a busy man. I finally got him on my channel. Let me unmute you so the beautiful people can hear you. Gary, what's up? Oh.
That is really good Geek Grind coffee. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
What's up? Going great.
Here.
I'm
hanging out with my quarter representation.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, dude, before we go into everything, I want to announce, if you don't already know, we're having a Friday Night Tights meetup in Vegas. That's kind of what this whole stream's about. We're going to go to Vegas. It's next week. So if you aren't already going, I don't know what you're doing, what's going on. Like, get your life straight, and you better show up, okay?
Get your priorities straight.
I know.
I don't want to hear about rent, mortgage, bills.
None
kids.
of those things matter next week. You got to be there.
They don't matter.
No.
They don't matter. No.
Let me put...
Actually, you know what? We do need help from the chat. Because like I don't even have an official name. It's just the meetup. So we need, by the time we're done with this live stream, we need to decide on at least like a hashtag we're going to use.
Yeah, we need to source this.
Yeah.
Sourcing our name. What is it going to be called? I've just been kind of calling it the FNT Meetup, Friday Night Tights Meetup. I don't know.
FNT Vegas, something simple.
FNT Con. I don't know. In the super chat, or not just the super chats, the chat in general. Let us know. Let us know. Yeah. I'm gonna share this here because I do have all the good information. If you want to get more information, go to nerdrotic.com. And here you go.
On the right-hand side.
On the right side here, you can click this little infographic. It'll let you know what dates we're going to be there and what time we're going to be there. If you click
tells
on
the venue right there. So that gives you the venue. Yes.
Millennium Fandom Bar.
We're going to be there, like Thursday's the main meetup. Like we're going to have two, but the main one's Thursday at 6 because we have our own like little side room going on there where we're going to have wristbands. It's like limited number, but it doesn't mean you won't be able to get in. Okay. There's no tickets or any of that crap, but there is a limited number of drink tickets. We're working on getting some food. Hopefully I'll have that figured out soon. And but there will be like drink tickets. That's what and everything's free. Everything's free. And prizes. Yes.
That's
swag.
Right.
Massive swag and prizes.
There's so much swag gonna be there. I don't even want how can you wear like 5 shirts at once? That's what I want to figure out. Because you're gonna need to know how to do that.
90 degrees. But
don't worry about that. We're gonna be inside. We're gonna be inside.
Just keep the lower half of the body cool.
Yeah, like
I'm sure they won't
mind.
Me too. Hashtag me too.
Hashtag me too. So I wanted to bring you on the channel. We kind of was trying to figure out something we could talk about. That we both usually I like to talk about things I love on this. Kind of we talk about things we hate so much, things that just suck current day. But it's good to talk about stuff you like. And we were kind of thinking of some topics, and we have this meetup coming, so why don't we talk about a little bit of our favorite Vegas movies?
I think that's a good idea.
I think we could do that. So I would like you to start.
Okay. I don't know what my number one Vegas movie is. It kind of rotates, but if I have to say, it's these are kind of basic bitch answers though. I would say The Hangover is probably
classic.
One of my favorite The Hangover and Ocean's 11, and it's interchangeable. I love the original and I love the remake equally. But those are two movies. Like before I go to Vegas, I watch these movies. So I make sure to watch them both. If you want to mix in another one, I know it's only at the very end of the movie, but Con Air.
I was thinking that one as well. Yeah. Con Air. It's a Vegas movie. Come on, that's the destination. That's where it all ends. And just the plane flight. The climax of that movie is insane.
Oh,
and it's packed full of great actors. Like,
Oh hell yeah!
Fantastic movie.
Who does the Ocean's 11 soundtrack again? I freaking love that little.
I know the theme. I just
David
rewatched
Holmes.
the entire thing, like all three of them, and I was just itching for another. I wish there was another Ocean's 11. Like I wish they would make another movie in that kind of genre, but they just don't do those anymore. I got this close to Ocean's 8, but then I was like, no way.
God, no.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Try to forget that exists. No, Ocean's 11 is like, I think, kind of a genius masterpiece. The remake, and I thought the third one was a rally on kind of a subpar second one because they weren't in Vegas.
Yeah,
like that was, they just weren't in Vegas.
It was like Euro trip, like all over the place. Yeah. I mean, I like all three of them.
I liked it too. I thought it was
like decent. The third one was definitely a return to form. It was like, let's do the heist again, and they just don't make enough good heist movies. It's like whenever Army of the Dead, which is another Vegas movie, but not a good one.
Not a good one.
It kind of advertised itself as a heist movie in Vegas, and it just did not perform, or it didn't live up to that like idea of here's a casino, you need to get into the vault, but now there's zombies. Like the idea of that is such a cool premise, but it just didn't live up. And I haven't seen a good heist movie in that vein ever. Like, when was the last time? Maybe Italian Job was kind of like that. They were kind of doing
Italian
the same.
Job was good. Yeah.
But yeah, that first Ocean's movie is just, like you said, masterpiece.
Heist movies are hard because they have to be smart, and there's not a lot of smart people in Hollywood right now.
Yeah, it's hard to be smart.
It's hard to be smart when you're giving Alex Kurtzman $150 million.
God, I heard about that. Jeez.
But yeah, and other Vegas movies. So there's of course there's Viva Las Vegas with Elvis. That's a great
classic.
That's a great one. Swingers. Good. Fucking John Favreau. That one's really, really good. Casino,
obviously.
A good one. I'm trying to think of like what do they got in the chat though? Because there's got to be some. There's got to be some
that we're not thinking of.
Yep.
Let me see. Rush Hour 2. Rush Hour 2. Was that in Vegas?
Hour 2?
Are you just throwing me off? Rock and roll. Are you throwing me off?
2. That was on a boat.
Smoking Aces. Did you ever watch Smoking Aces?
Smoking Aces is great.
That is a great. I feel like it's a super underrated movie. Yep. I feel like kind of went under the radar, and it was really good. It was like Chris Pine was in it, and he played this like crazy off the wall character,
like punk rock character. Yeah, he's got a mohawk.
Ben Affleck was in there, and he was pretty good in there.
Yep.
Ryan Reynolds. Like there were so many people that were in that. It was just like a weird Guy Ritchie-esque. Like
who directed Smoking Aces again?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Smoking.
But yeah, that movie is fantastic. If you haven't seen Smoking Aces, you got to go watch that movie. That's a great ensemble movie.
Okay. Yeah. Bradley Cooper, Jeremy Piven, Frank Grillo.
So many people.
Ryan Bloom.
And it's got that same kind of cut like Ocean's 11. It's very fast paced, quick cuts, like in a good way. You know, it's like fast paced, but you can follow it really easily. But yeah, I forgot about that. It's Vegas.
Piven is like some coked out fucking, was he a producer or something? He was a snitch that they were trying to protect.
It's like witness protection.
And it was just like perfect for Jeremy Piven, like a perfect role for him.
He was all like strung out in that suite at the top of the hotel. Like, yeah, that was great. Common, that's right. He was in it. He was one of the assassins.
Common was in it. That's right. I remember Common went out and made such an asshole of himself at Coachella. Remember when the Duke lacrosse team, remember that whole thing?
Yes.
Yeah, like, and it turned out that they didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, they did nothing. Was that Mattress Girl or was that somebody else?
That was right. I think that was after
it was around the same time. That was like a bunch of those kept like dropping. It was just like allegation. It's kind of hard to follow.
Common goes out. Like, and he's okay. You know, he's not somebody I'm going to Coachella for, but if I'm standing in the general area, I'll listen to him. But he just went on this whole fucking thing about white privilege at Coachella. And I was just like, fuck off. And that was before when all this shit started.
It's kind of the time when I started going like, wait a second.
Yeah.
The fuck is happening around here? You know, like there's some political crap that's going around that I should probably be aware of. And that's kind of like whenever I started really paying attention and following channels like Steven Crowder and whatnot and getting into it, because I was like, you know, I'm kind of against this, but I've vaguely been, you know, on the sidelines, but now I'm noticing it's everywhere.
That's when I started noticing it creeping in, and God, I can't remember what year that was. Melissa and I went to like the first 10 Coachellas, I think, and it was fun. They used to be fun. We never saw the big bands or anything. We hung out at the back and mostly saw the small bands.
Probably a nightmare to try and see a big band.
It used to be cool. It used to be able to tailgate and stuff, but you can't do that. So it's like all the fun was taken out of it. But since we can't go to concerts anymore, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It's not like something you're going to watch over and over again, but it's.
I watched it once, and I can't remember any of it because I was also inebriated at the time, so I can't quite remember it. But I do remember experiencing it.
It's got the funniest scene, like in any movie, and it's all like there's a rotating restaurant, right? So there's this. They're in a casino, and it's a bar. It's a bar that just rotates around, and both Hunter S. Thompson and Guillermo. I'm sorry, Guillermo del Toro.
No.
Benicio del Toro.
I almost said Javier Bardem. I don't know why. It's just like this.
One of the Del Toros.
One of those.
Not Guillermo del Toro, the director, but Benicio del Toro, who plays Dr. Gonzo. Yeah, so they're fucking loaded. They're on mescaline, and they can't get off the rotating bar that's going like a half a mile.
Right, it's like right in the middle.
Trying to get that fucking funniest scene, and that's right after, seriously, how much for the ape? Yeah, which is my favorite line.
I need to rewatch that movie. I'll watch it before we go to Vegas. Because I don't know, there's something in it's very dark. Funny. Yeah, it's very funny. Like the whole scene where he's in the bar and then everything starts like morphing and he looks down at his feet and then the carpet's like morphing too. It's
that was the best visualization of LSD I've ever seen in film, because that's like like LSD doesn't make you hallucinate, but it fucks with patterns, right? So I guess technically it'd be a hallucination, but anytime you see patterns, like they vibrate or they move, and it had the carpet patterns crawling up the walls and shit. And I was like, I've seen that.
I watched a breakdown from I guess a drug safety channel. He did like a breakdown of like how realistic it was and whatnot. And it was, he was saying a lot of that is like, pretty spot on.
It's pretty spot on.
There's something about Vegas. It's almost like you don't even have to be like under the influence to like experience it. 'Cause it's just like, it is a place that is under the influence. It's crazy. I went there last year for the first time and we drove in at night. Perfect time to drive into Vegas, by the way, from California. And it was just like all lit up and it's crazy. And there's just like people there all the time walking around nonstop. and it was just like, what was it that my buddy described it as? He was like the most capitalist city. Like if a uber capitalist could make a city, it would be Vegas. It would just be like all glitz and selling stuff and malls and casinos and just insane. Yeah, it's a crazy place. It's a crazy place. It is
my favorite city to visit in the country. I mean, like, I don't know. I could live there, but I don't think the wife could. But yeah, like for a decade, I went there 4 times a year. Or more than a decade. For 15 years, like me and my buddies. And it's a place where you can go and have a lot of fun, believe it or not, without a ton of money. Back when I was like really, poor and parts driving, I was going to Vegas 4 times a year, and that would be my vacation. We go for a weekend, and you can go there for like $1,000. That's pretty much what we did. Saved up $1,000. I didn't gamble that much. I didn't drink, and I can't tell you what we did. We fucked around. We ran around. We rode the rides a lot, and watched maybe a show. But they stayed up all night, ate crappy food. My friends got loaded, which was fine. But yeah, we just managed to find stuff to do. And you're right, there's like an energy. Now, the last time I was there, something was missing, and it was the foreign tourists, because I wasn't there too long ago. It was a few months ago, and there was like no foreign tourists there, which was weird. So it was just
I've only experienced it that way. And even with, because I was there during like lockdown and everything, it wasn't quite lockdown, but a lot of the places were like half closed and there were no shows and all kinds of stuff. But even then, it was still like, it had a little, electricity,
Yeah,
my little one came in the room.
Hey, what's up? Hey.
What?
Hey.
She cut the bread? Okay. Love you. Okay, bye. Okay, hold on. Bye.
You cut the bread.
She cut the bread.
She cut the bread. That's good. How's the little one?
That one, she's 3. So that's one of 3. It's my latest version that released.
That's your latest version?
Yeah.
Well, hey, if you have 4 and they wouldn't be quarter black, they'd be 1/8 black, right?
Right, if I put them all together.
You had 4 and 1/8 black, that would be half black? I don't know. Don't ask me to do the math.
More than me.
Yeah, there you go. But fucking, I love going to Vegas. It's and usually, it's just me and the wife, and we have no plan, and we go a couple of shows, and we walk around a lot. We stay up really late, and I think there's something too, like they pump oxygen into the casinos. I mean, that's always been like an urban myth, but I don't know, man. You seem to have a little extra energy when you're there.
That's true. Yeah. I walked around and I got drunk, pretty drunk. And it was during, like I said, it was during the mask stuff. And we had been driving all over America. We visited you in San Francisco. Yeah. And we were just like, it was at the end of our trip, right? So we did this big triangle from Texas up to Seattle, down to California and over. And we were just like over it. We were so done. And they were like, please put on your mask. Please put on your mask. And I was walking from one casino to another, like one of those passageways in between casinos, because they're like all spider webbed, all connected. Mm-hmm. And this cop was walking past, and I was like, probably like at a 8 out of 10 drunk wise. And he was like, hey man, put up your mask. And I was like, no. And he didn't even know what to do. I feel like he didn't know what to do. It was strange. He was like, and I was like, nah, man, I've got asthma. He goes, oh, okay, I don't know. And he just walked away. But it was like, at that point, I was like, okay, I'm in Vegas. I'm not even supposed to be here right now. Fuck it. I was like, I'm not listening. But yeah, like you're right. It's got. What was that?
That's when you went to the Chaz, right?
Yes,
you were coming back from
the Chaz. Right. So I've got the high from going to Chaz, and I'm like, I already survived Chaz. I was like, you can't stop me. You can't stop me down. But yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
How was the Chaz? What was that like?
It was surreal in a way. Very weird. It was very Arkham City-esque. Kind of the crazies had taken over the city. And half of it was like chill people I could probably hang out with, like kind of stoner, hippie-ish kind of people that were cool. And then there was half of it were just scary, homeless people / just criminals. And you didn't quite know which one was which. You'd have to kind of talk to him for a little bit to figure out which one. Like there was this guy that we were talking to, a little group of people, and we were doing some bit, recording it. We were getting interviews, and I was talking to a couple people, and this guy walks up, and he's got a metal staff, and he just goes, buddy system. Gets like real close. He's like, buddy system, man. I'm like, okay, so we have to interview this guy. So we interview him, and at first he looks like kind of like a scary. He's got a metal staff. He's walking around. He's getting in people's faces, and we talked to him for a while, and he took it upon himself like a vigilante superhero to keep everybody safe. So he was walking around with the staff, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I break up fights, and I tell people to stay safe." And he was just like walking, and the whole time we were interviewing him, he was just walking, just continuously walking. He never stopped, and he just come up to people, and he's just like, he's super like this sage, but he never really said anything like.
He was a techno
smart.
mage, techno mage of the Shaz.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that place was. That was like no other, and there were people just flipping.
How many people
stuff.
were there?
I would say a few hundred, like 300 to 500, I'd say. Because it wasn't. It was like there was the city center that was like a soccer field and a couple of baseball fields, and then a big park like right next to it, and they'd taken over that entire square, and then a block or so out from there. So it was like all the way around this big park. So there was all kinds of tents in the park, and then going out there was a bunch of tents, and there were like vendors there selling stuff, and I was like, this isn't like, that's capitalist, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing selling stuff? But then you could tell that some people were just there to sell stuff. They were like, whatever, man, just like, you want to buy a hot dog or something?
Yeah.
It was weird. It was weird.
Hot dog, cocaine.
Yeah, I saw a dude shooting up.
Girl.
Yeah, it was something else.
Damn. All the 300 to 500. Like, how much does that piss you off, audience? Like all that fucking theater for like, we'll say 500 people. Let's estimate high.
Give it generous.
They could have swept that out in any time they wanted to.
They did later. They came later.
God, yeah. No, and it was right when they got to the mayor's house, and that's how you know to get things done in the future. But yeah,
that was a crazy place.
I'm gonna get to Vegas on the 11th.
As am I.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive in from this point to Vegas. I'm gonna be trying to put out some content to get on the channel. To head to that's the life of a YouTuber. It's like you got to put something out because I don't know if I'm going to be putting anything out. I really don't want to. I don't want to like take the time unless something huge happens. I want to enjoy Vegas and have a good. And so my wife is gone. She's up working in San Francisco and getting the house ready. It's like this is it. So the house goes on the market like right when we're in Vegas.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, now I got to monitor that too.
It's sure to be fine.
Yeah. Is she coming too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She's flying out. She's going to fly out and meet me there on the 11th. I think Drunk 3PO's flying out on the 11th. Jeremy's going to be there. Comics is going to be there. Ryan's going to be there. Who I know I'm missing somebody.
Who else?
No Odin. No Tom.
That's right.
As obviously, but we're going to have like as things there, and Friday Night Tights will go as scheduled.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Yep.
So I did a whole itinerary for myself, and I'm bringing a couple friends, some of my best friends, and I'm super stoked. So I made this whole itinerary, and I was like, I've got so much stuff to do, but / like don't have anything to do. It's kind of great. It's like the perfect Vegas thing. It's like, so I fly in, then we've got the meetup the next day. And then after that, I don't have anything technically to do. And then, well, actually, yeah. So Thursday, meetup. Friday Night Tights. Saturday, meetup again. And then Sunday, I fly out. But then, like, there's a bunch of stuff in between there, and I'm like, I'm so ready.
Yeah. The
Are
other
we
thing
gonna get Ripa there? Did we convince him?
I asked him. That's a good question.
We've got to convince him to go.
Yeah, Ripa go, dude. Everybody, tell Ripa to go.
Everybody tell Ripa to go.
Bring Lady Ripa.
Yeah.
Tell him not to be cheap. He can do it. Tell him to bring Lady Ripa and get out there. Yeah, that's we need Ripa there.
Yeah.
I think we're golfing on Wednesday, so I have to get up probably early. Or maybe I'll just drive out the night before. It's not that far. It's only 4 hours. So
that's right. Yeah, for you, it's not far at all.
No,
it's like a short drive in Texas. If you want to go anywhere. Oh,
Hey, little one.
What's up? Oh, your cheek? She hit your cheek.
Just hit her back.
Yeah, just go smack her. All right, well, let me get to some of these super chats because I got some people up in the super chats. Let me see. Let me get to them here. Oh, they're moving. They're moving. They're moving.
They're moving.
Cole Frank, thanks, Cole, bro. I appreciate it for $20. Wish I could go. I want one of those sick posters. Yeah, I gotta get the poster up. Hold on. Can I get it on your Instagram? You're probably tagged in it.
Yeah, we're printing some like not uber poster size because like we didn't have time, but we're gonna be printing some like 11-17 size, which is posterish, right?
Yeah, those are like lobby posters. So
yeah,
whenever they have like a movie, they'd put little small versions of the poster.
Yeah.
That you could hand out. That's kind of basically the size.
Like after the show, maybe we'll do like a limited run of big ones.
There we go.
And then like I don't know if we could probably get big ones printed there, and then we can have
probably
whoever's there sign it. But if we're gonna have everybody sign it, then I can maybe do a limited run, and then we send it to Az to have them sign it, and then send it back.
Yeah.
And people want that, if that's even something people want.
I think small is probably a good way to go too, because you're thinking like people flying in. It's gonna be hard to take a big large size poster, 27 by 40 poster size. Take that on a flight, and it might get bent and broken and stuff. So I think small is probably a good way to go. But yeah, this poster is just sick. Go follow this guy. Go follow him. He's got great art.
Fucking amazing.
So good. And then also I did get as well, if you guys love Friday Night Tights like I do, you got to get yourself one of these sick tees right here. Friday Night Tights.
Yes.
Merch.
I was supposed to.
Who's that? Who's that?
Who is that?
Who is that?
I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah.
That person. Yeah. Hey, and we'll be pumping these on Friday Night Tights. I was supposed to do it on the Nooner today, but that didn't happen.
We're doing it right now.
Doing it right now. Thank you.
So go to nerdrotic.com, scroll down to the bottom on the right side. There's a merch. Click on that. Go buy yourself a shirt.
Mixed tea thing that you can hit, and thank you. Oh, dude. I think it's good that we planned lightly because that gives everybody else flexibility to pair off and go do whatever the hell they're gonna do, and then we'll converge. And like the way we did New York was like we showed up at New York and then we went on Twitter. Hey, we're gonna be at this bar in like an hour.
Yeah.
And that was our meetup. That's what we did. And it worked. We pulled it off.
Which is crazy because how many people were there at that bar whenever I went? And that was just like one of the last ones y'all did.
50?
I mean, there was, yeah. And that was just on Twitter saying, hey, we're going to be here. And now this is like, we've been letting everybody know we're doing meetups. So I'm super excited to see how many people are going to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you heard about, okay. So yeah, we have the two meetups. We have Thursday, Saturday, both at the Millennium Fandom Bar. And there might be a day one somewhere. Now I'm going to be at Star Trek Las Vegas on Saturday.
That's right.
Yeah. So Saturday I'm going to Star Trek Las Vegas. To get into Star Trek Las Vegas, you have to, well, I mean, right now as it stands, you got to be vaccinated or you got to take a COVID test. You got to take a test.
Do you, I mean, they can turn those around pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to get a rapid test. And you got to, if you're going to go like all 4 days, you got to get two. You got to get one before Thursday.
Goodness.
And one before Saturday. And there's certain actors who will not see you unless you're fully vaccinated. And if you pay, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of this right now because some of the tickets are not refundable and they changed the rules after.
Oh,
still not refunding the tickets. And I heard some of the actors are going to you won't be able to stand with William Shatner. It'll be, now I don't know if it's with William Shatner. I'm just using this as an example. You'll be separated by plexiglass. And it costs,
how dystopian is that? It is so like I feel like I'm living in like Demolition Man or something. Like nobody can touch each other. We're doing that like handshake
like, don't
thing.
touch. Yeah, well, fuck that. Listen, you want to be responsible when you get there. You want to know that when you get we're going to be people converging together. And I don't know what the mask situation is at the venue. I'm going to fight very hard for it to be no masks. And yeah, we'll just see. I mean, it's not my place but we're, there's plenty of you can like converge out front. That's where people smoke and stuff. I spend a bunch of my time because I vape. So I'll be out front hanging out. Hopefully that's where the taco truck will be. And but the Vegas thing sounds like a nightmare. As a matter of fact, I haven't checked. Let me check what the update is. I don't think anybody's gonna effing go. It sounds like a lot of freaking trouble
for the Star Trek convention.
For the Star Trek convention, it was 4,000 people last year, 4,500 people last year. It's the 55-year anniversary, but here we go.
4,000. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And that was 2019, right? Because they didn't have it in 2020.
Yeah.
So that was full, open, no restrictions, regular life. 4,000 people.
4,000 people.
Wow.
And that was right before New York, isn't it? God damn. Yeah. See, New York is when I first started hearing about the COOF.
Yeah.
It's been that long.
Wow. It seems like an eternity / just yesterday.
Oh, it does. For those of you who are fully vaccinated, you must bring proof of vaccination along with your this is for Star Trek, by the way. Valid ID to receive a special colored wristband, which will allow you entry for the entire convention. You can bring the physical card or a printed digital copy, blah, blah, blah. For those of you who are not vaccinated or partially vaccinated, you need to get a rapid test 72 hours prior to the show for every 3 days. So you need to get one for Tuesday through Thursday, and then another one for Friday through Sunday. And then it says photo ops. We are working on a solution so attendees will not have to wear masks during their photo ops. Stay tuned.
Okay. Right, I mean, that's good, I guess.
Well, I don't know what the solution would be.
I don't know. Just getting agreement from the actors to be okay with it. I don't know. Like everybody's just going to be in bubble suits. It's going to be Bubble Boy.
I don't blame William Shatner one bit if he says no. He's 90 fucking one.
He's getting up there. Getting up there. It looks damn good though. For 91? Damn good.
Damn good.
Yeah. All right, let me read a couple more super chats.
Yeah.
Brightest Day for $2. Thank you. Nerdroticon. I like that.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Nerdroticon. That's a pretty good name. It flows off the tongue.
It flows.
Brett the Illustrator. What's up, my bro?
I like that.
$2. My fave Vegas movie is Cool World. That is a Vegas movie.
That is a Vegas movie, and that's a damn good movie.
That is a good movie. Another underrated movie. I feel like people were expecting different things for that movie and didn't get it. But it was one of those movies that I like rented. I always rented at like Blockbuster and saw that. Offbeat Roger Rabbit.
Yep.
Brad Pitt, one of Brad Pitt's earliest roles. Fucking weird. But it's great. Really great. Roger H for $1.99 Canadian syrup coins. Thank you, sir. Just a thumbs up. Thanks, Roger, for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Phantom Mercenary for $2. Thank you. Florida here. Worried Vegas gonna force some BS rules. Yep, that's what I'm afraid. So, what are the rules updates? Because whenever I was there, it was pretty much like half open. You could walk around, but you had to wear a mask. And then I heard that it went away. And now, of course, when I'm going back, things are coming back. So I don't know. Is it just when you're indoors?
Well, right now it's just workers.
Okay.
It's just workers. Vegas is completely open. I think the worst case scenario will be you got to wear a mask indoors when you're walking around.
Yeah, which sucks. It sucks,
sucks.
but I've done it before. It's
and like, but only when you're inside, and then as soon as you sit down somewhere, you can take your mask off, I believe.
okay.
At least
Because
that's
that
what
totally makes sense.
Yeah. Well, this is all fucking stupid. I loved it when that one lady went up and she read off the box that the masks even says that the masks aren't that, they're just preventative.
Yeah.
It's whatever. But I just had a thought, like, I am going to play 21. I have to get my stuff. I have to get like my moves down because I'm really, how fucking scatterbrained I am, right? So I'm sitting there playing 21, and then like it's my turn, and I won't realize it's my turn, and you're supposed to tap the table and do all this other
do like the cover
and
tap.
I'm like saying hit me when I'm not supposed to. I gotta watch.
You gotta re-up and watch a video tutorial or something. Dude, the first time I played 21, I was shocked at how fast you can lose money in that game. Because I was like sat down and I was like, all right, hit me, bust. All right, I'm out of money. Okay,
that's why you get warmed up by playing video blackjack. I love video black, dude. One night I played video blackjack for like 4 hours. I was so addicted to that game. So I'm at the bar. I'm like buying Cokes at the bar, and I'm sitting there, and it's I'm just sitting there hitting my fucking and it's like you go up $50, you go down $50. That's probably why it's better. It's
like crypto.
Yeah,
it's basically
like crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love the video blackjack. That's my fave. There's a Hobbit. There's a big fucking Hobbit. Why can't I think of the name of them now? That's the only slot machine. Yeah. I play is the Hobbit slot machine.
They've got one of those in the casino in Oklahoma. I forgot which one it's called, but they've got one of those like huge, massive one. They have like the Hobbit one. They have a Lord of the Rings one. They have a Chocolate Factory one. Like all the crazy ones. I'm not really good at gambling though. I just blow all of my money very fast. I've never really ever been up at all. So
nobody's good at gambling. Good. I've never ever won a lot of money. I think the most money I've ever was on a slot machine. And I think it was like a couple $100.
I'm not even close to that. I'm like $20. $20. That's it. I'm out. All right, Dan Vask up in the chat. Hail Dan. Thanks, bro, for 50. Whatever 50. That is. What is that? Some kind of
Brazilian pesos.
Brazilian pesos. Well, thank you, Dan. I appreciate it. Wish I could be in Vegas with you guys. I wish you could next year. Next year, bro. Maybe next year, so we can all rock the FNT theme live. Yeah, hell yeah. That would be sick. And Garrett, are you letting your hair grow without my permission? Hey, you don't have ownership over long hair, even though it is really good. I need to get some information. What kind of deodorant? I need deodorant. I need some.
They need
conditioners, leave-in conditioners. Take out conditioners, spin around conditioners. Yeah, I'm working on it.
Kind of like what I put in my beard.
You need to get like a beard oil sponsor. That's the next sponsor. You should have the coffee and the beard oil.
Oh, somebody hit me up for a sponsor. Yeah, I get all these weird. I mean, like, I appreciate everybody sending out the sponsor, but the sponsor, I have to use it. I can't be like display. Here is this thing I'm never going to put on my wall, and they're cool and everything, but yeah, I'm not going to do that. Like Geek Grind, I drink the coffee and I like it. And I actually had to make sure to not only drink like 1 cup, I mean, we drank it for like a week to make sure.
You got to make sure it goes through right.
Yeah.
It's legit. Filters. Geek Grind.
Geek Grind.
Get your geek on.
Honestly, I don't know if we're even. Yeah, all we got was coffee for that one. That's fine. I will be bought by coffee.
Man, it's an easy life.
Yeah. Oh, dude. So, but I do want to. There's things I want to do. Golfing is going to be embarrassing for one. It's going to be like, I don't even think I'm going to have. I might have time this weekend to go to a driving range and just fuck around. And I'm so bad at golf. I don't even like my initial drive. I use I use my 3. I have a 3 wood.
See, I don't even know what that means.
Use. It's my dad's ancient clubs, and it's the only thing I can drive with. I don't know.
I'm not good at all. The only time I've ever gone is at like Top Golf. Have you ever been to Top Golf? It's like where you hit the targets.
Oh yeah.
I was horrible, dude. Horrible. I'm no good at games, man. I'm no good. I can't hit little balls.
When Tiger Woods first got popular, like everybody in the 90s was, you remember they were like, hockey got popular and then everybody was playing golf. So
my dad bought a golf set. I'm like, why? He never played, but he was like, I kind of get into it.
It was great. It was great for the sport. And there's this place in San Diego. It's still there at Pacific Beach. It's what's called a pitch and putt. So it's like a really small golf course.
Okay.
It's almost mini golf, right?
Like that halfway. You can drive.
Yeah. And that's where I played every week. And I got enough to where I could, I broke 100. I got enough to where I could break 100. That's about it.
See, my thing is disc golf. I can play some disc golf. Do you ever play disc golf?
Yeah.
Dude, disc golf is the shit.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
I wonder if do they have courses there?
They probably do.
Figure out if they have a course there. Play some disc golf because that's my game. I love that game. That's one of the games that my dad played like throughout my entire childhood because I was born in Austin, and disc golf, Austin, very synonymous with the kind of stoner hippie crowd, and I love that game.
Hacky sack in the parking lot.
Sack.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. SoCal's the same way, dude. Austin is just another. It's like little fucking SoCal and
Southwest SoCal.
Yeah.
Let me see. Megatron Prime for $10. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. The new Transformers show made me mad. They used it as for a message about how evil it is. Wait, hold on. How evil is not real, even though so it's like a subjective thing. Even though the bad guys are called the evil Decepticons, led by Megatron, an evil robot god. Okay, so yeah, I'll tell you why. Because it's written by people that don't care about Transformers, and they have no moral compass. They don't know how to write bad guys. They don't know how to write evil because everything's subjective. Everything's subjective, man. There's no evil, man. Everything's gray. No, not in Transformers, man. Come on.
That's why it's hard for them to write now. They can't get because their whole worldview is there is no evil. Well, there is. It's the system that has marginalized people.
That's evil. It's true evil.
That's evil. It's
white supremacy. Everything. That's what it is. White supremacy.
Oh God, the Tolkien Society.
Oh, I haven't even watched it. You're doing a video on that, right? Because I need to watch your video.
Watching that shit. Yeah, the video I'm doing today isn't even the Tolkien stuff. I start tomorrow, but I just watched it. And I stayed up too late last night. But I watched it and holy fuck. I mean, to sum it up, it's 2 people who need therapy. So through Tolkien, they're trying to warp and shape. And listen, be whoever you want to be. You be you. That's fine. But they're not fine with it. So they're grasping at everything in this world to warp it to make the world okay with them when they're not okay with them using their pronouns.
Yeah, very insecure. You can say very, very insecure. Because if you were secure, you'd be like, yo, I'm an it. I'm a foxkin. That's my thing. Yeah. And then you'd be like, all right, well, I'm just going to live my life like this. You wouldn't be like, hey, you need to use my pronouns. You need to do this. You need to accept me. You need to validate me. It's like, what? I don't understand how it went from don't label me, I don't need you to validate me, to label me, validate me. It's crazy.
It's all there for validation. So the whole thing was to get people to hate them, to get people going after them. So what they do is they put transgenderism into Denethor, fucking Denethor, and they manipulate it. And then at the end, they say, "How dare you say I can't speak?" And it's like, nobody said you couldn't speak as a transgendered person.
Yeah.
We're saying you're manipulating this for your own ends, for your own agenda. that you're using Tolkien to weaponize your identity on other people so you can attack Tolkien fans. Piece of shit. That's what we're talking about. You can identify however you want. You can, you know what? You can project and see whatever the fuck you want in the Tolkien. I don't care.
That's what's great about art.
Yeah.
It's like you can do that for you.
You go out as a scholar and you go to the Tolkien Society, and then what you do is you just hitch your wagon on Tolkien to weaponize your identity to attack people.
Yeah. It's we've seen it so many times before, and like so many other things. And I had an interesting thought. The Loki thing, whenever the whole bisexual Loki, now she wrote it in there to be to show a bisexual character because it's very important. But did it have anything to do with the story? Did it make an impact? No, it didn't. It didn't even make an impact on his character. It made no impact.
Queer baiting.
And I thought about it, and I was like, what was a better version of that? What could they have done with a bisexual character and actually made it matter in the story? Umbrella Academy season 2 with what's his name? Klaus? Is that his name?
Klaus, yeah, Klaus. The story was fucking awesome.
He's bisexual. It's fucking great, and like his arc actually does matter in season 2. Yeah, and first season, the second season, all of that.
They fucked it up in the second season.
The second season, I am not happy. I do not like the second season. It is shit.
No, but Klaus,
his story.
Holy shit! Yeah, him going back, like fucked up druggy Klaus, who's got like his powers fuck him up, and but he's like a funny character. Accidentally, whimsically, goes back in time, and then when he comes back, he's like broken.
Yeah, he's like a changed person.
Whoa! And he comes back, and he spent went
you
got
to Nam and stuff like. But yeah,
goes to Nam, and he falls in love with a guy in Nam, and stays there for him. And he could have come back. He had the time thing. He could have come back any time. And then, I don't want to ruin the story, but that's how you do it. That's exactly how you do it.
That's exactly how you do it. You tell a story that is a part of his character, and it actually matters to the story. It makes you care about, the relationship. Even you're like, oh, I don't want him to, I don't want to spoil it, because you should watch it, even though season 2 is kind of shit. There's parts of it that are good. Like Klaus is good.
In the second season, they never go back to something like that. Yeah, the second season had like 2 good episodes, and it's all number 5. Number 5 like carries that show. But no, second season was typical Netflix second season.
Yeah.
First season of Umbrella Academy is good.
It's pretty good.
And that's when Elliot's still Ellen.
That's true.
That's going to be interesting.
What are they going to do?
I
don't know what they're going to do with that one. But yeah, I thought that's an example of like a showrunner that is just doing it for clicks, just saying so they can go, Loki's bisexual, click, 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 click.
Yep.
Instead of actually putting it into the story, actually making it a part of the characters. It's using the LGBT, the alphabet community, and on one hand, and it's actually writing a story about somebody that happens to be LGBT. There's 2 different things there, and it's like the years difference between that, I feel like we can't do that. And that was like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, not even. And it's like we can't even do that anymore, because you got to get your clicks. You got to get your little clicks. Yeah.
And even like good showrunners, I mean, it's the same showrunner for Umbrella Academy season 1 and 2. And it's just the agenda comes first now.
Yeah.
It just derails absolutely everything. So,
yeah. It's sad. It's sad. George Morlo.
George?
Molo. For $99.99. I don't have the clappies.
Oh.
But okay. There you go. George. George's going to be in Vegas with us.
Yes, he is.
Can't wait to meet you, man.
He'll probably be sitting, joining. He'll be sitting in recording of Friday Night Tights too, if he can make it.
Yeah. All right. What about keeping it simple? I think this is in reference to the name. FNT Viva Las Vegas 2021 or FNT Bright Lights Fair 2021. Just some thought. My best to you both. All hail Nerdrotic. Hail Quarter
Oh,
Black.
hell
Thank you.
yeah. We're looking
Thank you.
for like, see, like I
Kinda like
love
that Viva Las
Nerdroticon.
Vegas.
I really do, but it's like the Friday Night Tights people are going to be there too. So
Yeah, but you're
I mean,
hosting
I
it. I'm totally
could make it all about me, but no.
FNT
No, it's-
Con. Yeah, I like these ideas.
Yeah.
Nerdroticon it's pretty good. I gotta say.
Nerdroticon is pretty good. That is pretty good. But I think like right now, yeah, FNT Vegas, FNT Viva Las Vegas, something like that.
Yeah, I like that. Cole Frank for another $10. Thank you again, bro. I appreciate it. I expect a poster in the mail. I'll get you a poster, bro. I'll get you a poster. He's my buddy. Father Christopher Miller. We got a pastor, a father in the house, a priest.
Hail, Father.
I'm sorry. I apologize. For
Just
$2.
don't take the Lord's name in vain. He doesn't mind F word.
I'll appreciate it. Appreciate that. I want to throw a holy water on Ryan. Are you going to be there? Is he going to be there? Do you know? Have you heard?
Yeah, I think Father's going to be there.
Okay, yeah. You can throw that right on his face. He needs a lot of it. He's going to need a lot.
Smack him. Can you just smack him? Can you get a ruler?
Yeah,
I mean, I know the nuns do it, but you can do it, Father. Just get a ruler and just freaking smack him.
Yeah. Permission given.
Yeah.
Vasidius for $49.99. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. No message.
Yeah.
No message. But thank you. Prestige Magic for $10. Hey, Gary and Quarter, if you guys ever have time, I would love to discuss a comic idea. I could also send an email to you in regards to it. I already have a near full plot in mind. Well, I have an email address. You can go to it. It is contact Garrett info, I think. But you can find it in my about section on my channel. Gary, you have an email. You can go to his website for the email.
GaryNerdrotic.com.
There you go. Send us that stuff. I'd like to read it. I would. Yeah. I would like to read it.
Here's my advice. Do it.
Yeah.
A plot ready to go. And do it. Just
find an artist and gung ho, get it out there. We need more people making stuff. That's what we need.
A reliable artist who is trustworthy, who will get the work done, and who will, deliver the work after you pay. Don't want to hear about artists taking money and not delivering work.
Yeah, not cool.
Don't want to hear about that.
Austin Scott for $5. Thank you, sir. A few days ago, Tim Pool said that you guys were welcome on his show. What? Somebody got to send me that clip because I need to know about that.
What's you guys?
Yeah, was that you guys like us two or all FNT guys? Because, I mean, that'd be cool. I talk to their producer every once in a while. She's pretty cool. I didn't read all of it. Here we go. He understands if you guys could only do stream, but he said in person is better. That's... they do in person mostly, I think, right? And they're what, in New Jersey or something?
I'd go.
I can't figure out, but
yeah, there's things you don't say no to.
Yeah,
like Joe Rogan, Tim Pool.
Yeah,
you don't say no to these things.
Dude, if you're listening, shoot me a DM. Cause hell yeah. Neil Horn for $10. Thank you, sir. Hail Gary and Quarter Black. I can't come to Vegas, unfortunately. Oh, man, sucks. Bummer. Next year. There's always next year. But I go there at least once a year. Check out the show called Absinthe at Caesar's Palace. Looking forward to seeing FNT live. Yeah, me too. I mean, I'll be seeing it from within, but I'm excited to see that happen. Everybody coming together almost everybody.
Modalicious, feel better, buddy. I know you're
what
out
happened?
There. I can't. I'll just leave it at feel better.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll let you know after the live stream. Shit, dude.
Well, feel better then.
Yeah, man.
If you're watching, feel better. This is a weird ass name, so I don't know how, I'm just gonna say it out just phonetically here. Schwalbeck. Schwalbach. I apologize. 25 U.S. currency dollars. Thank you, sir. It's worth less and less every day. Vegas, you should call it the sacrifice in honor of George Moilo. Spelling most likely wrong. And everyone who has given up so much this last year, hail FNT. Well, thank you. He spelled it Moylow, by the way. And yes, it was wrong. It is incorrect.
The sacrifice.
That sounds like some weird cult stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
We could get a big.
We could be a cult.
Yeah, we can get like a big owl. You know, do some mock sacrifices.
Yeah.
5 picoseconds. Pico seconds for $20. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not dollars. Canadian syrup coins. Hey, Garrett, with 1 T. That's a pet peeve, bro. Garrett with 2 T's. There's Garrett with 2 T supremacy.
That's like Gary with 1 R.
Bro. Yeah. This is just, it's not right. It's just not right. Double T's. Thanks for introducing me to Nerdrotic and the FNT crew. Well, you're welcome, dude. I'm like a disciple out here. I'm out here evangelizing for FNT because it's so good. Been watching it weekly for 5-ish months now. Sadly, I can't make Vegas this time. Stuck up here in Canuckistan. Definitely going to make it next time, dude. I feel like this is going to be a trend. A lot of people will be like, oh, let's kind of hang out and see how it goes. And then it's going to be a banger and it's going to be super awesome and fun. And then people are going to be like, all right, next year's going to be bigger. We're going to need to plan for that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, yeah, this is I have no idea what we're getting into. It could be just us. Or I have no fucking idea. Or we're gonna have to get a bigger place next year.
Yeah,
but they'll be a next year. We're gonna do it next year. I don't think we'll be locked down next year.
We'll see. We'll see.
I think they're gonna try. And I think
they're going to try.
Some places are gonna be good little boys and girls, and some are not. And I'm gonna be part of the people who won't be. So,
yeah. As will I.
We need to get out ahead of it, though.
Yes.
I mean, we do. We need to start talking about, like, dude, they're locking us down, and you got to say no.
Can't be like last time. Like, last time it was like it just went easy, went right into it. Everybody was like, yeah, I guess so. It seems like a right thing to do in these current circumstances. And, we just need more people going, nope.
No.
Didn't work last time. Why are we doing it again?
Yeah. There's no scientific proof that it worked at all.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, there's evidence to the contrary, in my opinion,
and in multiple other directions.
Enough.
Yeah, and our opinions as not doctors, there's a lot of proof that it is actually worse for people. Suicide, alcoholism, domestic abuse. Go on. But yeah, it's not good, and I really hope people do not let it happen again. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Polaris sucks. There we go. I was right. I've heard that name so many times, and I still say it incorrectly. Polaris sucks. For 2 Canadian syrup coins, thank you, sir. Gary, do you think Vegas happening next year? Well, I think we just answered that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think. Will I do it the same? Yeah, I think we should do it the same time of year, whether there's Star Trek there or not, because it's cheaper. It's hot as hell, but you're inside most of the time anyway.
Like I said, all the places are like spiderweb connected together, and it's not too bad.
I mean, the holidays wouldn't be better because it gets effing cold there in the winter.
It's like desert.
Windy and cold. It's a desert. So the best times to go are like late winter, early spring, and that's when it's like really expensive. Like April is like a very expensive time in Vegas. So August, you get your cheapest rooms. We'll be able to like rent out halls and stuff in the future. And then like maybe we could do our own effing con, right? I know other people, but I mean like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, easy to rent out like a room.
Yeah.
The hall the size Star Trek convention rent out. So what? And we wouldn't, and maybe 2 halls. We can have a hall of vendors and a hall where people can talk and just have live streams and shit. Like, and keep
that would
it
be dope.
Really simple. Like 2 halls, and like, and yeah. I think that
panels, different people do live shows. That'd be dope. That would be dope.
and keep the cost at a bare minimum. If there's a con, the meetup, we'll still do like free meetups like that. That'll be part of it.
Yeah, all of the trekking around Vegas and doing random stuff. That's what it's all about. Flutter Girl for $6.99 Canadian syrup coins. Thank you. I wish I could go to Vegas. Hope everyone has a great time. Well, you're gonna see it because I'm sure we're all gonna be doing different videos, and we're doing the live stream. And follow everybody's social media because I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of videos going out and people following each other. Like in New York, whenever I hunted down Jeremy and I found him. I found his ass. I hunted him down. I found him. And Cecil. Hung out with Cecil and Jeremy for a little while. That was Cecil is a hoot, I must say.
He's hilarious.
He is hilarious. And he was smashed at the time. And he was just asking random people like, are you going to Comic-Con? Are you going to Comic-Con? It was so funny.
Paid his liquor bill at a restaurant. It was like $170.
I imagine. And then and then we went to we watched Joker that night, and then we were watching it, and he was talking like nonstop because he's Cecil. Cecil is love. But he was talking, and I was like, oh no, is he gonna talk through this whole movie? And he was talking loud, like all the way up till like dim lights, the very first credits are starting, and then he said like one thing and then was silent the whole movie. That was how good that movie was. It shut him up. And
that's why Melissa and I don't go to movies together with people.
Because you don't know.
We fucking talk. No, we're bad. We don't shut up. Her and I like Yep. Yeah, we're always fuck. So like that's why we're like, it's probably good if we just go by ourselves. But yeah, seeing Joker in New York, that was so fucking cool.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like, the atmosphere. I mean, there was giant rats running around on the street, and there was giant rats running around on the screen.
It was like the perfect 1-to-1. We went like really late too, like at like 12 something, and we got out at 1:50. It was Times Square at 1:50 at night, and it was just me and Brendan from our show, and it was kind of scary a little bit. So it's like we walk out, and then Jeremy and Cecil go the other way, and we go one way. And I'm walking, and I'll tell you a little story here. I was walking, 2 a.m., and we're just walking. We're talking about the movie, kind of going back, discussing the movie. And then I'm looking this way, and I get a pat on the shoulder. And the whole time, the back of my head, I'm like, it's 2 a.m. Times Square. I've got to, keep my wits about me. So I get a pat. It's like fairly hard. And I turn, and it's this black dude. And he's like 20, and he goes, hey, quarter black, I'm all black. And I was like, oh, okay, you're not going to stab me. But I guess he'd like known us from the show or whatever. It was just hilarious. But yeah, such a weird, and that was like, I still get people kind of notice me every once in a while, which is so fucking weird. It's weird. And to be noticed at 2 a.m. in Times Square, totally crazy. What a weird like surreal moment.
That was a surreal moment. And I had in New York, I got recognized once by some dude without his shirt on. It looked like a surfer.
And like, how did you get in New York?
He wasn't going to the meetup. Like he was just a guy.
Yeah.
He's like, I like your videos. All right.
Well, dope. Like
cool. Thanks.
Yeah, it's weird. New York is another place that's got just that energy about it. I'd never been, and then I went the one time that summer before, and it was just like, whoa, that place is crazy huge. The movies don't do it justice.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is just big.
Yeah.
Like San Francisco is a microscopic New York.
Yeah.
Like you could fit San Francisco like inside of Manhattan, probably. I know Manhattan's like supposedly it'll fit right over it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about downtown San Francisco, not the outskirts, but just the part where the buildings are. There's not much to it. But fuck, there's a lot to New York.
There's so much. I was there for combined that year. I went a couple times. I was there for like 2 weeks, and I saw like 25% of the whole city. There's so much there to see and do and stuff. And we went to I forgot what the name of that museum is, right outside of Central Park. What is that museum? I don't know. It's got the Teddy Roosevelt. It's like the Teddy Roosevelt Museum. And we only saw like the bottom floor. We didn't even get to see the whole thing because we had to leave. It's a bummer. But yeah, New York, that's another sweet place.
I got to walk by the New York Times, I think. I wanted to go see the fucking library where Ghostbusters.
Oh, yes.
I don't even know if it looks the same or not, but I wanted to go and I didn't go.
Yeah, I wanted to go to I went to the restaurant in Seinfeld. I went to that restaurant, ate there. That was awesome. A pretty good breakfast sandwich there. And then I wanted to go to the Ghostbusters firehouse. I didn't get to go there, but that was another location. I was like, I want to go there, but it was so like way far on the other side. But yeah, that's the place I want to check out.
Is it still there? Is it like oh shit?
It's still there. I think they did a renovation of it like I want to say like 5 years ago or something, because it was kind of run down. Same place that they shot a few scenes of The Mask in. It was the mechanic shop. Same place.
I love The Mask.
I love The Mask. It's so good. It's one of those movies that I like. It was like Ace Ventura, The Mask, Batman Forever. Like those were like my movies when I was a kid. I just like watched over and over.
They all came out like years ago. Yeah, mid 90s movies.
Yeah, it was like peak of Jim Carrey, crazy stardom.
Independent comic book movies doing The Crow, The Mask. There's endless opportunities with that shit, and they just never picked up on it.
Yeah, and The Mask, if they did The Mask from the comics, it'd be like a completely different movie.
Yeah,
but I want to see that too. I want to see like an independent R-rated version of The Mask. That's the comics.
Dark Horse. Like Dark Horse is it's a cool fucking company.
Yeah,
it's like it's minimal. And they've never had like they lived off Star Wars for a long time and Alien versus Predator and stuff, but they always they had Hellboy too, which is just fantastic. Hellboy is, I'm so happy. That's like one of the, I'm looking down right at my complete Hellboy collection. Complete BPRD,
Dude.
complete Hellboy.
I just watched a video about the failed Hellboy 3. Just broke my heart. It was so sad because they tried to make it for so long, and then they went and made the David Harbour one, and it was just like
I didn't even watch it.
I didn't watch it either.
I didn't even watch it. I don't want to watch it.
I had it from like opening day. I had it, but I never watched it. Like I could watch it at any point in life. Never watched it. I never had the like urge. I saw that first poster when it came out, and it was just Hellboy, and it was like all like grungy, and it looked pretty dope. But once that trailer came out, I was like, hell no, I am not. There's no way this is even close to Guillermo del Toro's version. And no, I'm not. Even though Ron Perlman is just a dumbass. But he is interesting.
As soon as I heard that they were, they got rid of Ed Sheeran, is not Sheeran, Skira, fuck, whoever the guy who was, not the singer. What the fuck is his name? The actor who played Dario Naharis in the, for one season in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, what is that guy's name? Yeah, because he played like the Panther dude. What the fuck is that guy's name? But yeah, he like stepped down.
Ed Screen.
Yeah, he stepped down because he's white, and the character was
stepped down because he was white. I'm like, fuck this fucking shit.
Yeah, no, I'm out of that.
Yep.
Not into that.
No, I like both Hellboy movies quite a bit. I think they're both pretty fucking rad.
I wish they made that third one. Like, have you heard anything about the third one? Like, what they were going to do? Man, it sounded dope. Like, because the first two they led up to, he is going to be the bringer of the end. He's Hellboy, right? He's supposed to be ending the world. And that was what the third one was going to be all about, and they just never got to do it. Just so heartbreaking. Paul Johnson for 5, looks like pounds. I think that's pounds. 5 pounds. Thank you. Just says hi. Hey, Paul. What's up, Paul? Tor.
Fucking Johann Strauss in Hellboy 2 was so fucking cool.
Oh, dude, yes. I love how the second one, it like took the first one. I love the first one. I still think it's so hard to choose which one is better. but I love the first one. That's like one of the ones that touches me.
First one's a little better, I think.
I think so. But they took what was in the first one and just like amplified it and like made all of the creatures and stuff like bigger, and yeah, there's a great dual movie there.
Yeah, it's very Guillermo del Toro, the second one. Like it amps it up. The first one uses a lot more of the comic book elements, but
yeah, it's very Guillermo. And I wish he's always like he's perpetually busy, always making projects that never end up being made. Like he was supposed to do like a Pinocchio movie and all these like movies that just never got made. Sucks.
Well, no, I think when you fuck over studios as much as he has, like, dude, he fucked over a Hobbit film. So
that's true, man.
That does not get forgotten by any other studio. And like that's why he went back and did, Shape of Water. I mean, that's his speed. I don't think he can do
smaller
like big movies. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get the. Well, before we usually do about an hour, and I know Gary, you're a busy man. You're working on some videos, trying to get those in the can. We've made it about an hour. Is there any other Vegas movies you want to talk about?
Oh, I need to talk about. Okay. I love The Hangover. I love the Danzig song in the beginning, and that is by Todd Phillips. He directed Joker, and I think it's one of the best directed comedies. So when I heard Todd Phillips was going to do the Joker, I'm like, this could be good. I didn't think we needed an origin, but if they did an Elseworlds, I'm like, whatever. And fuck, that's the best movie I've seen in the last 3 years.
Joker, yeah.
Joker.
Yeah, easily.
There hasn't even been anything close. There's been some good stuff. I've seen some good stuff, but no. Suicide Squad's coming out tomorrow, HBO Max, 4 p.m. Pacific time.
I gotta watch that one. I gotta do a review. Yep. I guess I'm gonna have to do one.
Well. But no, as far as Hollywood movies go, I'm sorry, Las Vegas. I every time I go on a Vegas trip, I watch at least 2 or 3, and it will be for sure The Hangover, Ocean's 11, and then I don't know what the third one. It's going to be probably Swingers, maybe Con Air again, or Smoking Aces. I think I'll watch Smoking Aces.
That's a good one. Yeah. That's a good one. I didn't even think of. Thank you, chat, for bringing that up. But yeah, I think I'm going to do the same thing. Recently, a couple weeks ago, I watched all the Ocean's movies, so I think I'm going to do Fear and Loathing, Smoking Aces. I'll do it. Smoking Aces, and then what should I do for that second one? Or the third one. Third one. What did we just say? We just said one.
We got Viva Las
Hangover. I'll probably do Hangover.
Do Hangover.
It's been a while since I've watched Hangover. So, and that's a classic, I feel like. That is.
I got to go get some like ugly Hawaiian shirts or something to wear there.
Yeah. Hey, in the chat, y'all know I got those ugly Hawaiian shirts. I gotta get my glasses. This is my Vegas glasses.
I've got my Ray-Bans ready. My prescription Ray-Bans. Oh boy. Oh yeah.
Got my Vegas glasses ready.
They're Hunter S. Thompson. You can just get a cigarette on the that filter.
And that little like sun hat. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
I'm fucking ready. Yeah. I'm ready, but I'm not ready. Like I'm excited, but I have a lot of shit to do between now and then.
Same. So I'm gonna read the rest of these super chats. I got a couple of George Moilo super chats I gotta get to. So let me get to these pretty quick, and then I'll let you go.
Okay.
Let me get to it. Refresh. I can't read with these yellow glasses. Hold on. Throwing me off.
You can't?
No. I'm a blind man. Just kidding. I have 20/30 vision. I have so much vision. I have excess. I don't. All right. Where am I? Paul said hi. Tor for 50 krona. Was that KR? Is that Swedish krona? Hi. How are you guys feeling about the Stargate franchise? Are they redoing something in Stargate?
As long as they're not remaking it, I'm feeling like it's fine. If they're going to remake it in any way, shape, or form,
not good.
I would be really worried.
They go on to say, I friggin' love that franchise and really, really don't want any SJW remake. Well, the original had a trans person, right? That was the prince.
Yeah, Jay Davidson, right?
Yeah,
that was his name, Jay Davidson.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, because there was trans people back then too. Yeah, that's why most stuff is so freaking dumb.
Yeah, because it's always been around, and it's like all of a sudden now you're showing up. But yeah, what did you think of the first Stargate movie? Because I'm like so on it. Now his name has escaped me. Kurt Russell fan. I like Kurt Russell.
The first Stargate movie, I didn't like it.
Yeah,
and that's why I didn't watch the series. And I'm a huge Kurt Russell fan, and I was very disappointed in the movie.
Yeah,
and I think that's what affected me watching the series, because the series was on right after. I can't remember. It was I guess the first one. There's Stargate SG-1.
Yes,
was that the first one? So that was on right after Battlestar Galactica. So I had plenty of opportunity to dive in and see it. And I'm like, that stupid movie. But everybody's been telling me it's great.
That's what I hear. I hear great things about it. I might have to go watch it.
After Babylon 5, after I finish up a couple of other shows, I'm going to check it out.
It's another one of those shows that's really big, though. It's like an investment.
Yeah, it's a major investment.
Like, people tell me to go watch that, what was that show about ghosts and demons and stuff? It had the two brothers. Supernatural, yeah. It's got like 1 million seasons. I'm like, that's like a 2-year commitment, I feel like. For me to chip away at that.
Like seasons 1 through 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Like the first time they defeat the devil, I think you're fine.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta get through that. Jeremiah J. It's like Jeremiah Johnson, like the GIF.
Jeremiah was
for $5. No, keep up the great work, guys. Thumbs up. FNT team up. That's right. FNT team up. Mayo D Mighty for 2 Canadian syrup coins. Y'all make it sane to be a nerd in a world of geeks. I like that. That. The Craig Lee Lawrence experience. I like that. I like that name. For $2. Oh, damn. What's up, my dudes? Hail FNT. Hail to you.
Hail to you.
Turk Longwell for $3.14. Very specific number there. What's your favorite Judge Dredd movie and why? Well, it's got to be Dredd. Because Carl Urban's a beast, and that movie is just perfect, I think. I like the original Judge Dredd. I know it's campy and stupid, but it does have elements in there that I do like. And it's got good parts.
I like them both. I'm with you. I like them both, but Dredd is far superior. But there is a lot of fun stuff from Judge Dredd too.
Yeah, a lot of fun stuff. Like I think they get the world right. The Mega City looks like Mega City is supposed to look. The Dredd movie, they do more of like a grounded, like more realistic take on it, which I respect. I like that. You really didn't get to see a whole lot of the city, just the super stacks and like a couple streets. But I like the way that Judge Dredd kind of made the city like overcoming, and like there's like it's kind of Blade Runner-y, they were really going after that like aesthetic, neon signs and smoke and stuff, and I like that kind of shit. But yeah, definitely Dredd. Gotta go Dredd. George Moilo for $200, dude. $200. Holy shit. Thank you, sir. Did I just hear right? Recording with you guys? Absolutely. Don't you know what to say? Oh, I don't know what to say. Still catching flies with my mouth open. Thank you. I will be there. Hell Nerdrotic. Hell FNT. Hell Quartered Black. Step up. Stand tall. Stomp fear. Live life. Viva Las Vegas. Fucking A. Fucking A.
Yeah, I caught a spider with my freaking hair, and because of my product, he died. He died in my hair. I'm like, what is this? And I just see a dead fly fall out of my hair, and I'm like, awesome.
It's like fumes coming off. Just.
Yep.
Nice.
He dead. He dead.
Mr. Buttcrack Media. That's another good name for 99 Canadian syrup cents. Just a poop emoji. So I appreciate that. Thank you. I am poop. Dash test dash site for $10. Thank you. Hey guys, Gary.
Yo.
Thanks for reading my Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance comment last time. Have either of you read Terry Pratchett's World and
Discworld?
Yeah, Discworld. And or Thank You and the Artists Making Our Own Culture. Okay. But yeah, Discworld. What do you think of Discworld?
Discworld is I got to look into it. I like Terry Pratchett. I've read books he's co-authored with people and whatnot. Discworld, but everybody swears by it.
It's really good. I haven't read all of it because there is a lot. There's a lot of it. I read the first 3 books. I want to say 3-4 books. I really, really like the humor in it, and it's very Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy kind of humor.
Yeah.
So I think you're gonna like it. If you just read the first one, it's pretty fun. It's a fun little wizard adventure. It is definitely like a kind of a kid's book, but it's got little jokes in there that you will appreciate, and it's really funny. It's a really good book series.
I like jokes. I like to laugh.
Yeah, I like to laugh. I'll have a laugh. Jose Gonzalez for $2. Thank you, sir. Critical Orc Theory is ruining schools at the Shire. Oh, I like that. Critical Orc Theory is ruining schools at the Shire. Yep, that's because orcs are black people.
It is.
That's what I heard. I didn't say that. That's not my opinion. That's woke people's opinion.
Yeah. They are so fucked up and
dude. The Jay Longbone does a really good breakdown of extra credits video on fantasy characters and races. So go to Jay Longbone's channel. She does a really funny video, and I wish I was as good at editing as she is. She is so good. But yeah, Critical Orc Theory. It's a horrible thing, and we need to abolish it. Austin Scott for $10. To clarify, Tim was talking about you and Steven and gang. Okay, so me. Well,
yeah, you.
Oh, dang it. Well, I want to bring the FNT guys over.
Nah, he doesn't know.
Yeah. Me and someone else talked about it July 22nd during Doom stream. Wait, whoa. Wait, my Doom stream? Or he has a Doom stream? Plus, that's hours of video to watch that I don't think I can shift through. There's a lot. That's a lot of video. But I mean, hey, he's gotta reach out. Gotta reach out. I think we almost did it one time, but yeah, it's like the in-studio thing. We couldn't book a good time to do it. Joseph, and now I apologize for reading this. It might be German. Beanie Wicks. For $2.99, I apologize profusely. You want weird? I live in the Bronx. Look me up. In the Bronx. I never made it to the Bronx. I'm ready to rumble in the Bronx, though. So we could rumble. Ruben Christopher Haynes for $5. Thank you. Let's do it. Hold our own conversations. Non-woke, original, new, old IP. What we support. We are the Fellowship. We are the change we need. Vegas, baby. The Fellowship. I like that. You said it the other day. It's not a community. It's a fellowship.
It's a fellowship. Big difference.
Big difference. Preston Rogers for $2. Hail, guys. Quarter Black.
Hail.
What's happening between LWC and BRCC? Black Rifle Coffee? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'll leave it right there. Absolutely nothing. Preston Rogers for another $2. Sorry, can't afford Vegas, but I need an FNT mug. Well, you can go get the FNT mug pretty soon. or can you get it now, or is it still? It's still.
I think you got to hit up Mrs. Nerdrotic on that one at go follow me on Instagram, instagram.com/nerdrotic, or follow her agent Bossy Boots and hit her up.
See.
She will have the answer to that question because I do not have the answer.
She will
to
figure
that
out how to get it. But
we have the boxes. We can send them out now. We just haven't. I don't know where we're putting them up for sale yet. That might have happened already. Because my head has been in recording for a day.
It's almost like you need a producer there to help you out.
The world could be on fire. I know, right? The world could be on fire, and I wouldn't know it.
I think that's the end. Let me see. May have a couple more come in. Oh, yeah, we did. We definitely did. The Nerd Porella. Porel? Nerd? Man, you guys. Nerdporial life form. Oh, yeah. Nerdporial, like a corporeal ghost.
Like corporeal. Yeah.
For $5. Thank you. Looking forward to meeting you, Garrett, and Gary, and all of you that are going. I'm going to the convention too. Staying in the Rio. The Rio.
Staying in the Rio. That's good.
I don't know where I'm staying yet.
The Rio's off the strip a little bit.
Oh, it's like one of those hotels that are a little bit out.
Yeah, you just go out. And it used to be owned by the brothers who own the Sacramento Kings. Do they still own the Sacramento? The two.
That sports ball referencer.
The Dude Bro brothers. It's like the Maloof brothers. Come on, help me out, chat. Who are the guys who owned? Guys,
Maloof brothers.
I don't. I'm just making up names now. Guys who owned.
I'll get to the donations, guys. By the way, I will. I see you.
In Vegas. Oh God, who are they? Now I want to know the name. And it's not Birnbaum. Who is the guy? Okay, who are the brothers who own the fucking Sacramento Kings?
Well, you do some research, and then I'm going to continue here because we got a few. I want to get you out of here. So you can get back to work. Make a freaking Lord of the Rings video because I need to watch it.
Yeah, the Maloof brothers.
Maloof? Kind of weird.
Maloof.
Maloof,
hey. Not George Moilo. The Maloof.
Maloof, hey. Yikes McGee for $4.99. Thank you. Did y'all realize the elves in Hellboy 2 were speaking Gaelic? Hell for reading this. Thank y'all. Well, dude, no problem for reading that. Don't even worry about it. Thank you for sending it. I appreciate it. But no, I didn't know that they were speaking Gaelic. That's pretty dope. That's like a underappreciated language. It's one of those. Whenever I was a kid, I never even knew that there was another language that was spoken in like Ireland and Scotland have their own unique languages that I didn't even know about for like the longest time. Underrepresented. We need more freaking Irish, Scottish representation. CC Thorne for $10. Thank you so much. Hell, boys, won't be able to make it to Vegas. That's okay, but we will miss you. My squadron is being strict on leave because of Delta V. Any chance on an East Coast meetup next year? I am in DC area, aka the Swamp. Have a good trip for me. Gary, what do you think?
What? Say again?
East Coast meetup. Do you think there might be one?
Oh, yeah. Like after Texas for sure. I'll be closer to the East Coast.
That's true. Yeah, you'd be right in the middle, ready to go any direction you need.
Florida will be the East Coast meetup for sure. Because like Jeremy's out there, Jay's out there, Ryan's
will be. Yeah.
So I think it'll be, and there's other people out there too. So I think that would be easier. We could also do a Texas meetup because I'll be there. Garrett's there. Comics is there. Eric July's there.
That's true.
Fucking Alex Jones is there.
That's right.
Everybody's fucking in Texas.
Yeah, it's the place to be. Texas and Florida. Chris Webb for $5. I don't want to misrepresent.
I'm missing somebody. Who else? Jake D's in Texas. Who else
is he?
Yeah, Jake D's in Texas.
There's like so many people. There's a lot of people here.
George Moilo's in Texas.
He is. I didn't know that.
He is.
Bro, let me know where you are. We can get some lunch or something.
I'll just fucking dox the hell out of him. You want to hear his address? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, let me right here. So are we just gonna ignore Kevin Smith as a fan? Well, no. Have you been watching our content? We have not ignored Kevin Smith, bro. We have been all up in Kevin Smith's ass, in a bad way. In a bad way. As a fan since '93, I'm so over this guy. Nothing personal. I don't take anything personally, except whenever you say that I look like Kevin Smith, because I kind of do, and I don't like it. But yeah, I was a big fan too. I loved. I watched Dogma a lot because it was always on TV, and I always watched it like every time. And Mallrats, Clerks, Chasing Amy, like I watched all those, and I loved his stories, his spoken word things, telling stories. It was one of the things that like my mom was a fan, and she would like anytime it was on HBO, she'd be like, "Hey, it's on, come watch it, watch him tell stories." And yeah, I was a big fan, and it's so disappointing how he's like sold out and just become what he railed against, and it's just sad, so sad. So I feel your pain.
The Maloof brothers are now minority owners in the Vegas Golden Knights, the NHL sports ball team. They sold the Sacramento Kings and tried to move them to Seattle, and then that got nullified. They own the Palms restaurant, the Palms, which is the other kind of off the strip hotel, because the Rio and the Palms were like two of the newer. Well, this is newer, fucking 20 years ago. Okay. Yeah. I was so familiar with Vegas, like I knew every new hotel that was going up, and I know who the owner was. Like I was into that town, like, dude. It was like
deep into the lore.
Deep into the lore. And then moving to San Francisco, it was a little further of a drive. It turned into like a 15-hour drive, but I still made it. And I don't fly into Vegas. I did it once, and I will never, ever, 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 ever do it again.
Is there a story here?
Oh shit. It's my wedding, and we're flying out to Vegas, right? My wife talks me into it, and I'm like, I heard Vegas landings are kind of, and she's like, don't worry about it. Don't be a pussy. So we get in the plane, and this was the year San Diego, it was like a really particularly bad year for fires, and it was really hot, and it was Santa Ana wind. So it means there's this draft, there's this updraft coming from the desert, coming from the east. So that's what Santa Ana winds here in California. Most of our winds come from the west, the ocean, but during a couple of times a year, the winds shift and they come from the desert, and they're really dry, and that's why everything burns, but it creates all this weirdness in the air. So we're flying over the Sierra Nevadas mountains, right, from San Francisco, and there's this updraft of wind, and it's really fucking hot, and the plane just goes, just drops, just fucking drops.
Belly
it hits
goes out.
Air, and no, the wing was doing whoa, 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 and the thing dropped quarter mile, like free fall.
Oh shit! Shit, dude!
It hit a pocket of air, it just went, and like the pilot's like, I guess that's normal, but it wasn't normal for me. And my oldest kid was laughing through the whole thing. So thankfully, I almost pulled the fucking armrests off. I was white knuckling it so hard. And I told my wife, I'm like, if we survive this, we're fucking renting a car and driving.
Never flying again.
Never fucking doing this shit again.
Now I got to fly next week. And I appreciate it.
And there was like a lady screaming, and my wife like yells at the lady. He's like, your screaming isn't fucking helping anything.
Whenever I flew in, it was totally fine. Yeah. It was totally fine when I flew in. That is weird. Yeah. That sounds it's scary as hell.
California, yeah, it's that updraft of wind on the mountains that really makes it bumpy. It bumpy. Scary. And I hate flying anyway. I fucking hate it.
Oh yeah,
I hate bumps. Yeah.
I didn't fly like basically my whole life until I was like 27. I want to say, and we flew on a private jet. It's pretty dope. For some, I think it was a change of mind or something. Somebody lent it to us. It wasn't ours. By their very grace, they let us borrow their jet, and I was like, "This is pretty nice. Flying's pretty good." And then I flew on a actual public plane, and I was like, "Okay, I get it. I get why everybody hates flying. Kind of sucks." It was like no leg room or nothing. It sucks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't fly till late. I was 16 before I took my first flight.
Yeah, my family was poor when I grew up, so there was no traveling in our in our sphere.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until I was older and I made my own money.
Boy,
And
boy.
gracefully, Steven allowed me to fly on that jet. It was pretty dope.
That's fucking awesome.
They all made fun of me. It was awesome. Ajax the Greatest for $5. Did y'all already go into Army of the Dead? We did a little bit. Kind of how it was.
Yeah. I watched it for 10 minutes, and that depth of field annoyed me so much.
Gave me a headache. I was like, what the fuck? And that was at the very end of the Snyder Cut. That was like the reshoot stuff that he did with the Nightmare Batman with Joker and all the shoots. So I noticed it then, and I was like, what is this weird depth of field? And like people are like way out of focus, and I don't like it. And then the entire movie's that way. Like there's no shot that's in focus. It's just constantly shifting, and it's a nightmare. I don't know why he thinks it's like a good thing.
Zack Snyder is a magpie. Okay, so he is really scatterbrained, artistic, and that's why he's married to a producer. Like she points him in the right direction.
He's like, here, you go this way.
But like he'll say exactly what's on his mind. And like again, I know somebody who worked with him and swears by the guy. Says he is just the best guy to work with in the world. Like every actor loves him. And that's probably why the Joss Whedon experience was so bad for the other actors. But Joss,
like a shock.
I'll say it. Joss is a more talented director. Like he's directed 2 better movies than Zack. Like I like Zack Snyder as a director, and I know that's going to make Zack Snyder fans crazy. But fucking Serenity and the Avengers are fucking great movies.
Yeah.
So good. And I love 300, and I like the Snyder Cut.
Watchmen.
But as far as writing dialogue, like Joss Whedon is superior to Zack Snyder at writing dialogue. Like far superior.
Yeah, Zack Snyder is not a good writer.
Don't even bother arguing it. Just don't, because you'd be wrong. But Zack Snyder, I guess, is kind of a cooler dude, except when he calls out fans and disassociates himself with fucking geeks and gamers and all that bullshit. And I don't think that's what he meant, but it doesn't matter. Again, we've gone over that whole thing. It doesn't fucking matter. Reality was perception, and it was also, dramatized by the people.
He could have clarified.
He could have clarified, but at this point, would it help? I mean, it's like coming out and apologizing when you're asked to apologize multiple times. It just loses it. It's like, don't even fucking bother.
Yeah.
So after that, I soured on him quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. I was able to watch his movie, The Snyder Cut, objectively and enjoy it for what it was. But as far as thinking he's a cool guy and a man for the fans, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I don't
just
see
another Hollywood director. That's all he is. Yep.
Army of the Dead. Not good. Not a good movie. Not good at all. Lone Star Wolf, my boy Lone Star. He's a good dude. For $5, thank you. There's a few disc golf courses in Vegas. All right. Well, Lone Star, I think you know what we're going to be doing. Lone Star is my best friend. He's one of my best friends, and he's coming with us. So I think we're gonna have to go do some disc golf, maybe.
There you go. Discs. Eric K will know too, but if your guy knows, like there's a couple guys out there who like know their Vegas stuff. Like
Eric K's from Vegas, right?
Yeah, I think he spent time there. Eric K's like lived kind of a rock and roll lifestyle.
He's gonna be there, right?
Yeah, he's like hung out with rock stars and shit. And,
I gotta hear the stories. Speaking of rock stars, we got Steven Tyler. The Steven Tyler. Everybody, just give it up. Steven Tyler. Everybody. It's a great. Revolution X. Again, I bring it up every time. I just got to gush. Revolution X was a great Sega Genesis game. All right, but I will move on. $20. Thank you so much. Undo the woke. That's what you do. Thank you. I try. We try. We try to undo the woke. Turk Longwell for Turk for $4.20. You
420, dude.
bro. 420, bro. So you're saying there's a chance. There is a chance that there's a meetup next year on the East Coast. There's a chance. And, let me see.
Absolutely.
That's everything on the YouTube side. So I'm going to go over to StreamYard or Streamlabs. Get these. The donations. They subvert YouTube, and I appreciate subverting YouTube. I like it. Yeah. Sandman104 donated $10. Waiting to meet you in Vegas, good sir. Well, I'm waiting to meet you. I appreciate, like, anytime somebody comes up and is like, hey, like, I love your show. I've had somebody notice me from FNT. That was pretty cool. It was at a change of my mind, and he was like, hey, you're on FNT? I was like, yes.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it was dope.
That is weird.
It was really cool.
That is weird.
But yeah, anytime anybody, if you notice me, because I talked to my wife about this, it's like the amount of people that do come up and say hi, I know that there's a fraction that see me and might be like, I don't want to bother me. Because I am always down to meet people. It's pretty cool. Most of the time, whenever people are like, hey, can I get a picture? I'm like, hey, can I get a picture of you? So I'll do it back to you.
Yeah. And again, just to double off that, and I really don't want to sound like pretentious, but yes, you can bother me too.
Yeah. It's good.
Even when I'm eating, I don't care.
Just come up and do it.
I don't give a shit. Yeah. Just come up and say hi.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I'm just like a regular dude. Gary's a regular dude. It's surreal for sure. Because, you know, it's kind of weird people knowing who I am. But I do appreciate it. I like you guys. Brian for $50. Thank you, sir. $50. The Wrath of Khan. The Wrath of Khan. That's a good name. I like that.
Good.
The Wrath of Khan.
That's good.
Especially because it's going on during Vegas Star Trek convention.
Okay.
I like that.
We got all right, you keep going.
Nerdrotic.
Yeah.
And
Nerdrotic.
The Wrath of Khan. Pretty good one. And then FNT Viva Las Vegas was George's.
Yep.
One rough girl donated $3.
Yeah, rough girl.
I'm interviewing an adult film maven. I don't know what is maven. Is that like a maven
is
what's the definition of that?
It's let's see what
I only know it from the boys.
Yeah, it's an expert or connoisseur.
Okay. Oh. Adult film connoisseur. At an exotic dance club, when I get to Vegas, I'm both scared and tingly in one. Well, that's funny.
You can be skingly.
Yeah.
That'd be scared and
be a little skingly.
Be a little skingly, rough girl. It's all right. What are you scared? You jump out of planes. She jumps out of planes.
Oh, what a rough girl.
Yeah, she's a rough. No, she's real rough girl. She's for real.
Carson for $10. Thank you. Sometimes screaming fandom ends with being drowned and quartered. Oh, drawn and quartered. I'm sorry. Freedom, he said. Freedom.
Or drowned and quartered.
I am illiterate. I cannot read.
Me too.
Sometimes screaming freedom ends with being drawn and quartered, but I believe in stating it as a necessary at this point. Hail FNT. That it isn't necessary at this point. If like we need to look at like France. It's sad. France. It is sad that right now we're getting shown up by Frenchmen. Okay, we need to get out there and fight for our freedoms. We need to start, yelling freedom more.
Yeah, liberté.
Yeah,
that's what we need to do now. I think it was August 9th, so it's a couple of days before Vegas. They are marching in New York. If you're in New York, show support.
Yeah,
for every single business owner, every ma and pa shop, and show the world that this is not some fucking right or left issue. This is
right.
Like this is freedom. This is like your fucking freedom.
Yeah,
this is it.
Because they've successfully made it into a partisan thing. They've successfully made it like people that are against these mandates are the MAGAs. They're the Trumpers. They're the crazy people, the conspiracy theorists. this is not a partisan thing. This is everybody. They're chipping away at
Everybody.
everybody's freedoms. And if you want to wear a mask, if you want to get vaccinated, that's great. Do it. Nobody has the right to make anybody else do it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Absolutely, and act like this is like your last chance to keep your freedom, because it might be.
It could be. Tyler Latt for $3 in the donation side. If you guys get hail, I will be there, and I will be in cosplay. Oh, if you guys get halls. See, I cannot read. I'm not made to read. If you guys get halls, I think he's talking about if we do a con next year. Gonna do some cosplay? Are you gonna cosplay one of us? That's what you should do. Cosplay the FNT team. And again, Tyler Latt for $10. Thank you, sir. LWC and Viva Barnes. Wait, Barnes. It's Viva / Barnes.
Viva Frey
Used to be the two most watched. I am grateful to Garrett and Nerdrotic's sidebar for adding FNT to that list. Who's Viva?
Excellent.
Viva Barnes.
Viva Barnes. They Viva Frey and Robert Barnes. They do that show they do a show together, I think every day. It's really good. So Viva Frey is the Canadian lawyer. And Robert Barnes,
I know. Yeah, I know that guy.
You know Robert Barnes. You've probably talked to him before or run across him before.
Maybe. But yeah, I know Viva.
Yeah.
I don't watch his content, but I do know of him, and we've been in the same Twitter circles every once in a while.
Yeah.
So I have passed on. We have passed on FNT to you, and you are passing on that to me, and now I got to go check it out, and I appreciate it. And that is everything from the donation side. Let me give YouTube side one more refresh, and we will see, and then we will get you out so you can make that Lord of the Rings video. Let me see. Jeremy and Ryan's Gay Love for $2.99. Thank you. Hail 3/4 White and Nerdrotic. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you. You keep up your gay loving. Curvis 6. Curvis 6 is the one that did our sick at. Let me bring it up one more time. Let me bring it up again, because it needs to be done. The great design for our t-shirt, the FNT t-shirt. Let me go back to his super chat so I can read it. Curvis 6, again, go. That is how you pronounce it, right? I hope so. Go follow him on Instagram. He's posting all that good stuff on there. He actually did one of me. It was pretty dope. I'll find it and I'll show you guys later. But he says for $10, thank you. If anyone from FNT does karaoke, we need a karaoke cam. This must happen, and full songs. That's right. They're doing karaoke night, right?
I don't think. I mean, the people will be drinking.
Yeah, you get a few drinks in me, I might do it.
There'll be some singing.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
And our last one here, Turk Longwell again. Thank you again for $3.98. Very specific numbers here. I wouldn't run up on you. I'd shout to you from afar. Well, that's fine too. You could shout, "Hey, quarterback!" It's happened before. I'm down with it. Let me see, and I think that was it. Thanks everybody for coming to the stream. If you are not already going to Vegas, you know what? Okay, that's fine. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. You're not going to be there because I want to see you. So if you can make it. We're going to see you next week. It's coming up so fast. It's going to be there before you know it. And thanks, Gary, for finally being on the channel.
Hey, dude, you're welcome. Thanks for having me on. Thanks, everyone in the chat.
Yeah,
appreciate
thanks, everybody.
Guys.
And FNT on Friday.
FNT on Friday. Oh, you'll be there. That's good.
Yeah, I'll be there.
That's good. Who's our guests? It's we got Clifton, right?
Yep.
And Carrie.
The dual guests. It's gonna be good.
And I wouldn't be surprised at all if Chrissy Meyer ends up showing up too.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Might pop up again.
Dude, she did a monster tweet the other day.
Yeah.
When she said like, "Fuck this New York shit." Yeah, could you believe that shit's going on, dude?
It's
Like the
insane.
passport for everything.
Insane.
How do you enforce that? And
there's no way. There's no way that they're gonna. Or are they gonna have a police officer at every door? Are they gonna have inspectors just walking around?
Black market like overnight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
there's gonna be speakeasies and all kinds of stuff. Like
hell
government, you can't shut things down like that. You just can't. It's not gonna go away. Can't get people to do that. And people are just gonna be like, hey, give me one of those passports. I have a friend, acquaintance, I will say, on Twitter, and he's been like posting his progress of making a passport on Photoshop. He's like, oh, I'm putting in this logo here and I'm fitting it in. Oh, it's almost ready. I'm doing the other side now. So like, it's like you already know it's going to happen.
Yeah. I would tell him to stop. It's funny now.
But yeah.
But like, by all means, don't do that. That would be awful.
That would be horrible. I do not condone that in any way, shape, or form. Do not try and subvert the government's tyranny. Don't do that.
Coof passports are probably just paper right now, right? They're probably just some stupid paper.
Be, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably not anything special.
But like you said, like there's no way to enforce that. Like,
no. And then there's going to be businesses that won't enforce it.
Yeah.
They're just like, nah.
They're just not.
All right. Hey, everybody. You guys take care. I think you got another super chat.
Oh, did I? I gotta get it. Gotta get it.
Yeah.
But go ahead and plug anything you want to plug. And then I'll get to the super
chat. This whole show's been a plug for me. Are you kidding me? Subscribe to Quarter Black Garrett. Watch his stuff. He's a great dude. If you can make it out to Vegas, we'd love to see. If you can't, I am sorry. We will do other meetups, and this is a thank you to you guys. Right. Yeah. So it's about you. It's just as much about you guys meeting each other too. Like you hang out in the chats and you get to finally meet each other, and it should be a very good time.
Yes.
And yeah, be responsible. I mean, like, be a responsible adult, like I expect you to be when you get there, and get fucking crazy, get stupid. If we need to crowdfund bail money, let me know. That's all I gotta say.
All is possible. All is possible. Marksman of 117B for $2. Have you seen Twitter? The Teeler red draws are great. Redraws. Sorry, I'm so dumb.
Oh, the Teeler redraws?
Yeah, they're great. The ones where they make him look like a man, awesome. Take all the makeup off. Yeah, they're really great.
So fucking great.
Yeah, I watch all that stuff. All that stuff. But again, thank you, Gary, for being on the channel. It's about time, and I'll get you back on another time, and we'll talk about something, a specific movie.
After Vegas, well, why don't we talk about a Vegas movie? Yeah. After Vegas, we'll pick a movie, whatever one or maybe we could talk about Smoking Aces.
Dude, yeah, since we're both going to watch it, so we can talk about it.
Let's talk about Smoking Aces. That sounds good to me.
So I'll see you guys later. Thanks again for all the super chats. I appreciate it very much, and the donations, because they subvert YouTube, and I appreciate that. Go subscribe to Nerdrotic. We do FNT over there. He also makes some really good videos every once in a while, and I'm looking forward to that Lord of the Rings breakdown, because I'm sure it is just full of trash, and it'll be good to see you break it down. So go follow him. FNT shirt. I'll see you in Vegas. Bye.
See you in Vegas.
Bye.